What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so I'm going to be pulling some cards to see what we get for today, and I hope the reading resonates. I hope that it is something that is meaningful and useful to whoever's watching. And also, thank you for all of the new subscribers that we've received here lately. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the love and support. So, I'm going to be pulling from my little oracle decks that I've created because I'm working on some new things. So let's see what we get. So the first card out we have is the building blocks card. It says the subjective building block. Understanding that these components are subjective, not objective. Fixed parts. The universe is building not of matter, but of your feeling of matter. So basically, this reading is going to be about the subject and how you're building upon it based upon what you feel about the subjects that you're focused upon in life. Like, what are the things, the subject that you're focused on that matters the most to you? What emotional state are you holding about these particular subjects? What what idea about the subject that you feel like you understand that resonates deeply with you? And these components are the subjective, not objective. They're not fixed parts. These parts aren't fixed to what you see as your reality. Also, let's see what else we get. Alright, so it says this is a foundational reality card, the quantum self. It is the infinite multiverse. It says unchosen paths and alternate versions of self persist as latent possibilities. Every choice you didn't make still exists in your multiverse of self. Meaning, like, there are a multitude of choices that you can make, and there are a multitude of versions of yourselves that actually exist in reality. Just like I said, the subjective building block, meaning like each subject consists of a multitude of subjects. It's not fixed, and you have different feelings about different subjects. So once you shift and um, go through different types of emotions as a human, then you experience different versions of who you are as a person. So yeah. So now let's pull some cards to get a reading on the energy a little bit more clearly. So we can see what the story actually really is, and we're going to use the alternate reality tarot deck. And so I'm always going to have the links to these tarot decks down below, except for my own, because this particular deck is not for sale. So, well, mine isn't anyway. So we got the Hangman, Page of Wands. So I feel like somebody is considering some actions. They're observing some actions. They could be observing their actions, or they could be observing actions that they've taken previously in their younger self, a younger version of them. And this could also be like I said, this could be a man that is observing a young lady's actions. He's trying to get a new perspective about her as an individual. So again, take how it applies. The energy is like very different. And remember, this isn't a fixed reality. There are like alternate versions to this particular story. So you have to take it how it applies to your own unique story. And then it says, use your wings to progress at great speed. So I'm also figuring in this that, and this is the Chariot card. So I'm also figuring that this is energy of someone having a different perspective about how someone's actions are affecting their momentum, the way they're able to move and travel. And I think that they're like getting a perspective on where they're going based upon the actions that they're taking. What's the low vibrational energy? And then I'll clarify with my own deck after this. So we got the world, completion, journey, wholeness. So I feel like whoever this is, this person does not see the whole picture. They don't see the actions that this person is taking. And they're trying to figure out like why they're moving the way that they're moving. Because they're on the outside looking in. But they're also looking at it, like I said, from the outside looking in. They're not actually moving in the way that this person is moving. And she's not even focusing on anybody outside of her anyway. She's coming and she DJing and she shifting and changing the vibe. That's what she doing. She's sharing her vibration, shifting the energy outside of her. And then I guess this person is experiencing the shift and they're getting a different perspective. A different perspective beyond the perspective that they themselves normally are in. And this person's energy is moving them in a different direction. Chariot card. The momentum is moving, picking up pretty fast. But ultimately, they don't feel like when they're by themselves, they're noticing that they don't feel complete. They don't feel like they're on the journey. They don't feel like, they don't feel whole. Because this is in the low vibrational end. So let's get some more clarity. I'll be using my tarot deck. And I like this lighting, like how it makes the cards look. I love this. So who is this hangman? Alright. So this hangman is something about this 10 of stacks, legacy, financial security, wealth, you're happily ever after, beautifully stacked. So I feel like this hangman is like getting a different perspective on their legacy, the choices that they have made, and like the subjects they have focused upon, the energy that they have put in, and like how I'm also getting they're figuring out that if they would have made different choices, they would have experienced a different version of themselves. And I'm also getting like whoever this person is, this could be you or this could be you. Like take it how it applies. Like whoever this person is and what they're doing, I feel like they're in an energy of their own, and it's totally different from this person. So I'm feeling like this person built their wealth in a certain way, and this person is, let's see, because I feel like she taking a whole different type of action. See, she in the hermit mode, introspective, solitude, inner wisdom, time for quiet. So I feel like whatever her actions are, they are that of her own. And I feel like this person, the hangman, they may have done or taken actions um, that was strictly about other people. That's what I get this 10 of stacks from. Like the 10 of stacks is typically like stacking your money for your family, um, generational wealth. So you got money, but it's not just about you. It's your money for other people. And I'm also getting like this person, she doing her own thing, but it's not for other people. She doing it for herself. And even if she is doing something, it's not for a family. It's about what actually makes her happy, what actually makes her feel good, what makes her move. Again, he or her, take how it applies. General message and gender neutral. So what's the Chariot? All right, Chariot. So again, like I said, Queen of Swords, astute, strategic, no BS. She rules with clarity and an uncompromising truth. So I feel like that's what it is. Like this person is moving in their truth. I feel like everybody has had who these two people has had two different paths, and they're becoming aware of the multi versions of reality that they could experience. That every choice that you didn't make still exists in your multiverse of selves. Like just because she's making the choices that she's making does not mean that she's not doing it for a particular legacy. Her legacy is different. Everyone's legacy is going to look different based upon the subjective building blocks that they are focused upon. Like it says, the universe is building not of matter, but of your feeling of what matters to you. And I'm getting like this person has spent their time building their life in the hangman. Like they built their life not not looking inward. I just feel like they have been looking like outward, like upside down, not seeing it the way that this person see it. But you see how she got the headphones out. She's not taking uh receiving the energy from the outside world. Like it's purely introspective. Just like that's why we got the Hermit card. It's introspective. She's listening to whatever she's listening to and then emanating it out unto the world. And it's her truth. It's not that of the opinions and desires of anyone outside of her. So we got up under the world. So again, like I said, this isn't like we got the 6 of Cups, nostalgia, innocence, throwback, a sense of nostalgia and comfort. So I feel like whoever this is outside of this person, they don't feel whole and complete. But I feel like they haven't been operating in a sense of pure innocence either. The choices that they've made wasn't out of um, them doing something because it felt good. It wasn't the choices that they made wasn't out of comfort. It wasn't completely that of their own. Yeah, and I feel like that energy is about to change. Death card, ending, change, finality. We could die tonight. Meaning, like, I feel like they're looking back at their life, like if they're finally asking themselves if this was their last day on earth, would they be satisfied with the life that they have created? Would they be satisfied with the choices that they've made? Would they be satisfied with the life that they've built for themselves? And I feel like these people or this person, take how it applies. It could be a group of people that's getting a new perspective about a way of living or a way of doing things and how they can move forward in their life. They're realizing like they have been following uh, a certain rhetoric or a way of being for a long time, and it doesn't really suit them truthfully. It's not who they truly are. It's not like they haven't been operating under uncompromising truth. I want to see what's changing. That's why I'm still shuffling. What's the energy that's changing? Nah, that's too many cards, Chad. Alright. Alright, that's better. So I feel like inquisitive, sharp, intellectual, our minds were meant to meet. So what's changing is their mind, like their perception, just like we got the hangman. They're changing their minds, how they perceive something. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Justice, balance, accountability, consequences. Paid my dues, young blood. So again, they are changing their perspective. They're changing their ideology of the end result. Because that's what this card is for me in my tarot deck. Like the justice is like after all of the decisions that we've made, all of the choices that I made, all of the people I could have been with, I choose you. I've made my decisions. I've invested in all the things that I want to invest in. I took the jobs that I want to take. I saved the money that I want to save. I got the 401k. I got the Roth IRA. I got I got the insurance. I got the boat. I got the cars. We got the house. We got the generational wealth. We got the 10 of stacks. We got all of that stuff, and I'm satisfied with it. So I feel like they're looking back and thinking about all of the choices that they've made, where they put their money, the relationships that they've had, that they are having, the people that they surround themselves with, and all of that. And they're looking at that and deciding, is this the reality that I really want to live? Yeah, and we got the chariot again at the bottom up under these. So that I feel like somebody is connected to somebody else that's changing their mind, that's waking them up into a new way of thinking. They're understanding that their choices are not fixed. Like you can also always have the decision to choose whatever it is that you want to choose at any given moment. You don't have to stay at that job if you don't want to stay at that job. You don't have to keep doing the traditional way. You don't have to do the traditional things. Like you can make your own traditions. You can have the freedom to create the life of your own life. Because if this is the only life that you get, then you have to ask yourself, what kind of life is it that I want to live? What kind of relationships are pertinent and important to me in my life? If this is the only life that I'm ever going to have, and if I'm here to seek pleasure and joy, what things am I going to What things am I going to focus on that's going to matter to me? What things am I going to make of higher importance to give me the life that I want to give, to the life that I want to have? So I feel like that's what we're focusing on in this one. Let me pull the an affirmation card, and then I'm just gonna close it out because I don't want this to run on too long, child. Ooh. Now you just bouncing all over the place now, honey. Calm your nerves. Calm your nerves. But yes, I feel like somebody is finding their own unique magic that's specific for them in their life. And instead of being in this space of like watching what other people are doing, like watch your own self, child. Keep your eyes on your own paper, honey. Take your own tests. We even got the same tests, child. Dang. But yes, we have appreciation and love are identical vibrations. So this could be about love. This could be about a relationship. It could be focused upon what is it that you appreciate in your life. So appreciation and love are identical vibrations. Appreciation is the vibration of alignment with who you are. Appreciation is the absence of everything that feels bad and the presence of everything that feels good. When you focus upon what you want, when you tell the story of how you want your life to be, you will come closer and closer to the vicinity of appreciation. And when you reach it, it will pull you toward all things that you consider to be good in a very powerful way. So, again, I feel like whoever this is or whoever this reading is for, you're like focusing on and figuring out what matters to you. What is it that you appreciate? What is it that you love in your life? What are you in currently in a vibration in alignment with? What's your vibration? What vibration do you identify with? And are you in a vibration that is giving you the things that matter to you? Are you having the experiences that matter to you? And also understanding that your reality is not fixed. You get to create your own reality. You get to choose whatever it is that you want to choose. You get to accept or reject any idea that is being presented to you. You don't have to hold in a state of, oh, this is all that I'm going to get. Because you get a chance to order your own experience. We live on this vibrational planet called the universe. And if God owns this universe and this is his restaurant, we get a chance to create our own blueprint, not just for our own life, but you can get a blueprint for your house. You can get a blueprint for your clothes. You can get a chance to pick your clothes and make them customized to you. You can get to customize your hair piece, a hair unit. You get to customize your nails. You get to customize your jewelry. You get to customize your shoes. You get to pick and choose whatever type of partner you want to choose and how you want your partner to choose to treat you. You get to pick and choose even the food off the menu. You ain't gotta take the food on the menu just as it is. If you want something a little extra, add a little cheese and bacon, cause I know I do, honey. And you ain't gotta have your body to look like how everybody else look. If you want to be a plus size mommy, you can be that. And if you want to be a skinny mini, then you can be that too. Who gonna tell you? Nobody but you. You get to choose. So you decide what you want. And appreciate and love yourself for who you are and how you show up. Don't have nobody try to tell you how to show up. They don't tell you. So yes, with that being said, I'm going to leave it like that. And I hope the reading resonates. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.